I think so. Very pertinent questions, both of them.
The first time I've heard you stumped.
I'm bold.
My name is Sohail. I'm PhD
Thoda sa
student.
mic, please upar.
I'm PhD student at KUID, Khan University Institute for Educational Development, and I am from Mardan, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa.
Oh, good.
So
we got GB, we got Balochistan, KP, Punjab. Wow.
And the
What a
gender
random-
representation.
What a random picks.
So, first of all, sir, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. In fact, it's very few people have such type of opportunity to directly interact with the policymakers, even in fact the leader of the state. So, thank you very much. Sir, I have two questions, and I would request you to please, if possible, give response to both of the two questions. And so I'm not from the political background. I'm from the education. So the question are only
Even
related
if you are
to
from the political,
education.
I don't mind.
Okay. The first question is related to education crisis in the country of Pakistan, and how it is a future national security threat for the country. Sir, recently there were an international examination of trends in international maths and science study, where international global countries have participated, and Pakistan got second position, but from the bottom. So, which means that a very rare few students or currently enrolled students in schools have like the ability to understand maths and science. There is another study conducted by the Khan University Institute for Educational Development, which also shows that overwhelming majority of Pakistani students have weak understanding in maths and science. And how the teachers are teaching, it's also in an outdated way. Now, if this country has to develop, अगर फ्यूचर में हमें इस मैथ्स और साइंस टेक्नोलॉजी में ही डेवलप करना है, और जिस हमने देख लिया कि दुनिया के उन लोगों ने तरक्की की जिन्होंने मैथ साइंस को अच्छा किया, टेक्नोलॉजी में उन्होंने किया, तो हाउ कैन with this current crisis and maths and science in the country, don't you think it's a national security threat? And is there any way कि आपकी जो national security councils वगैरह की national security issues discuss होती है, have you ever discussed those such type of issue, and what you have planned? So if you allow me, I can ask, just pose the short question. That is the short question. That is related to the quality of higher education, and especially in the time when there is a more emphasis on the expansion of universities in Pakistan. And on the other hand, there is a financial crisis in the universities. You must be aware, and the Peshawar University and the Balochistan University and many other universities, they don't have sufficient budget to give for the salary. So what the government is going, and recently in previous government we have seen that there was an amendment to establish new university. As a caretaker prime minister, how do you see, and what would be your response? Thank you so much.
I think so. Very pertinent questions, both of them.
The first time I've heard you stumped.
I'm bold. The issue is that it's not that I don't have anything to say. But let me start with another Persian verse. You know, there was a famous Persian poet by the name of Mirza Abdul Qadir Bedil. And Bedil, according to the Iqbal, in the age of youth, God saved him from atheism, but it was Bedil. Bedil is symbol of quite deep and profound poetry with beautiful metaphors. He says, Sukhanha dashtam az dastgai ilm fan bedil. Sukhanha is a plural. That I have so much to say from the realm of knowledge and skill. He has differentiated between the two. Sukhanha dashtam az dastgai ilm fan bedil. BaKamoshi yakinam shud. I started believing in silence. Ke pur behuda me guftum. Because I started talking nonsense. So with this pretext, I'm going to respond to both of your queries. Unfortunately, in this country, our priorities have not been in the right place. When there is a crisis in higher education system, where you cannot allocate funds to carry on and impart the knowledge which is required for the building of this edifice of your nation, you allocate in the name of development billions and billions of funds to the member of the National Assembly and provincial assemblies, which, in my opinion, is quite criminal. What do? You have chosen a system which ensures the political positioning because of this constitutional arrangement. I am more interested about my trend on Twitter rather than understanding that what is the importance of science and mathematics for the real edifice of this nation, to which I claim that I am very much committed. So what do? Even if I portray myself that, oh, I am the distinguished and the different one, would it make a difference? No. I'm just an individual. An individual who's been assigned for a limited time span a task which I will do in whatever capacity I can, something good, something not that good, but I'll just retire to the dustbin of the history. But these questions which you are raising, they'll remain. And we do not have any strategic clearance and direction on that. And that is part of the tragedy. Yes, there is a realization when you interact with the people who are responsible for the national security of this country. We do discuss these things on different forums, but those discussions are not translated because of the kind of the political arrangement you have in this country. The discussions are about the constituency-based. What is the whole political discourse at this moment? We are just having elections around the corner. Have you seen any mainstream talk show on this topic, that what is the level of understanding of mathematics and science in this country? From all your private media outlets. There is an era of vlogs these days. Have you heard any of the vlog on this topic? So you are a lone individual raising a question, and I'm a lone individual responding to that. वो क्या था कि खूब गुजरेगी जब मिल बैठेंगे दीवाने दो, वो वाली कैफियत है. जनरली मुझे स्पेशलाइज्ड या इन्फॉर्म्ड इंडिविजुअल्स में ये रियलाइजेशन होगी है, लेकिन it is not being translated as a policy, as an implementing arm of the government, and that is the challenge. मुझे जितनी भी समझ हो, एहसास हो, अगर वो ट्रांसलेट ना हो उस इम्प्लीमेंटेशन में पॉलिसीज का, क्या फ़ायदा उसका? मैं बहुत खूबसूरत गुफ्तगू यहाँ करके निकल जाऊँगा, आपसे अप्रिसिएशन ले लूँगा, लेकिन मेरे जो 7 साल का बच्चा है उसको 2 + 2 = 4 की समझ नहीं आएगी. वो जो टूल्स उसको चाहिए या बच्ची को वो मिलने चाहिए. इसके लिए एडवोकेसी की ज़रूरत है, अवेयरनेस की ज़रूरत है, आप जैसे लोगों को बोलने की ज़रूरत है. जो आपने अभी किया है, यू हैव कंट्रीब्यूटेड. दिस इज़ द कंट्रीब्यूशन, ऑनेस्ट टू गॉड. आप अपने अलाइंसेस बनाएं, अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन के अंदर अलाइंसेस बनाएं, अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन से बाहर alliances बनाएं, because these are the sort of things which get attention out of a mission, out of a passion. जब तक आपको passion इसके पीछे नहीं होगा, nobody would listen. Jolt people, do something nasty, do something different, seek attention, ताकि लोग मुतवज्जे हों इस बात. ये वो छोटे छोटे टूल्स हैं जिसमें आप लोगों को you can knock and the sleeping souls like us may get awakened. But this is the state of affairs which I'm honestly sharing with you as much as I can.
باخبر رہیے ہر جگہ ہر وقت بر وقت. ابھی سنو نیوز کا یوٹیوب چینل سبسکرائب کریں اور بیل آئیکن پر کلک کریں اور جانیے ملکی اور غیر ملکی حالات و واقعات یقین کے ساتھ.